Hi, my name's Tim Johnson. I want to talk today about fear. Fear can be an absolutely crippling thing to us. It can freeze us. It can stop us achieving, stop us moving forward in life, stop us getting goals that we've set ourselves or becoming a better person, a healthier person, a happier person. Fear can put a stop to all of that, and we can live in this crippling and horrific fear of what may happen if we do this and what can happen and what could happen. It certainly affected me for most of my life, from childhood. I remember right through all my years of addiction and different fears, not just based around addiction, but things that stopped me perhaps achieving as much as I could in life because I didn't face the things that I was fearful about, held me back, froze me, crippled me. And then I came to realize, I had a good look at it, particularly this last sort of 4 years or so, about 4 years ago, when I first made the decision to change my life forever, if you like, and try to become the best version of myself I could be and the happiest, healthiest and strongest person I could be. But to achieve that, obviously, if you know my story, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, because it just means more people see the videos, and if they help, that's a great thing. I had a good look at it 4 years ago. I realized that I would have to face most of the fears that had held me back and stopped me achieving long-term sobriety and becoming that better person in the past. And one of the first hurdles was, because I was an opiate addict as well as an alcoholic. I realized I was going to have to go through withdrawal. And of course, fear, which I became to realize later when I really looked into it, because as I said, it held me back for most of my life, a lot of the time, is either based in the past or based in the future, in your mind. Now, the thing is, it's either based in past experience. So I'll use withdrawal but you can apply anything to this. It could be, that novel you want to write, that place you want to visit, that job you want to go for. It's either based on some sort of negative past experience. And particularly for me, I tried to withdraw many, many times in the past and been... I knew the pain that was going to come with withdrawal from opiates. I knew the crippling insomnia, which was one of the main things for me, because I had a busy job, a job that was challenging. The fact that you could go for so long without sleep, it drive me crazy, the restless legs, and of course all the other debilitating things that come with withdrawal, the pain, the sweats, the diarrhea, the Christ knows what else, the tremors, and of course the crippling depression that comes with it. But it's a hurdle that you have to jump if you want to move forward. And of course, if your past experiences are negative, and they always were, withdrawal and of other things, like you could apply fear to in the past, then your brain would replay that pain and magnify it and magnify it and magnify it till the fear was crippling, and you would keep saying, well, I'll put it off, I'll put it off and put it off, and it held me back for a long, long time, as my fear of things in the did, and certain jobs I could have gone for because of past perhaps negative experiences I'd not and been fearful, or based in the future. And of course, your brain can play many, many tricks on you. You will project, and you will see the worst scenarios. You will look at everything possible. Your brain will foresee every negative circumstance possible and magnify it and magnify it and magnify it until the fear is crippling, and you just can't move because of it, and you can't make a decision. You know the decision you want to make, but your brain's telling you this is going to be terrible. This is, you can't do it because of this. You can't do it because of that. You can't move forward because of this. You'll never achieve that. You'll never do that. Impossible. Impossible, 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 it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. It becomes a fact in your head. I'll just remind you of one of the things I said in one of my past videos about the Aboriginal culture, about what they have. I think it's Kabula they call it. They call that brain the garden full of snakes, and they will always act on their gut and their heart. And I looked at that prior to going into sobriety this time and realised, my head was telling me one thing, but my gut and my heart were telling me something else. My gut and my heart were telling me, you need to face that fear and overcome it, because without fear there is no growth. There's the old saying, isn't it? Fear. Either forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. And that's really true. And my gut and my heart were telling me to face everything and rise, to go through that pain, because that was something I needed to do, to go through that fear, to grow, to become a better person for my family, to become, for me, the best version of myself that I could be, the most healthiest, happiest and strongest version of myself I can be. Now, it's all very well people saying that to you, glibly saying that to you, and I can understand if you've been held back for most of your life and you're fearful of doing whatever it is you need to do to change for the better, then I can understand that's a hard thing to do. But listen to your heart and listen to your gut. If they're telling you to do it, then there's a reason for that. That's your soul talking to you. That is a message that you need to heed, because your brain will always try and make an excuse. If you don't use something called the 5-second rule, I call it. If you don't act on something within 5 seconds, your brain will start to talk you out of it. If it's uncomfortable, if it's fearful, if it's something, because without pain, there's no growth really. You need to go through that. It's a learning process, and some things are more frightening than others, and I understand that. But that's something, if you want to move forward, you're going to have to face that. But inside your gut and your heart what is the right thing to do. So please, please listen to them and act on it and face your fear and rise, because it's the best thing you'll ever do in your life. It really is. It'll make you a better, happier, healthier, stronger person, but most importantly, it'll make you, for your children, a better person, a better parent, for your friends, for your family, and for other human beings, a better human being. And on that subject, I just quickly want to say I'll be away for a week or so now. My family are coming to visit for my birthday, and I'm blessed because of that. And that's because I faced my fear, because 3 or 4 years ago, they wouldn't have wanted to come to Spain to spend my birthday with me. And 10 people are coming, friends and family. And that's a testament to facing your fear. That is because they really wouldn't, and I would have been dead anyway. So I wouldn't have had a birthday. So it wouldn't really have mattered either way. The great David Bowie once said, as you get older, there's some fundamental things that really become, important, and you realise are important. And he said it's one's love for his fellow man is one, for humanity. You realise how important that is. The most important thing of all, though, the two most important things of all, family and health. Those things, a love for fellow man, your family and your health, are fundamentally the most important things in your life, and always will be. Forget everything else. Forget all the material stuff. Forget all the trappings of today's modern life that you read and see on social media, other people's successes and whatever, because most of it's false and lies, and none of it matters. What really matters, as I say, is one's fellow man, your family and your health. And on that note, carpe diem, seize the day today. Because to be that better person for your family, to make yourself healthier, stronger and happier, You need to face your fear. Listen to your heart, listen to your gut. See you in a week's so. Much love to you. Bye-bye.